So children, today we are going to learn chapter 14, Earth, our home, from GSC. So let us begin our lesson. So children, as we know that we all live on a beautiful planet called Earth. Earth is one of the 8 planets that move around the sun. Earth is our home. It is made of land and water. 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered with water, while the remaining portion is land. Earth also has air around it. These three things, namely land, water, and air, support life. So, children, Earth is our home, and Earth is covered with land, water, and air, which is necessary to support life. Now, children, let us learn about globe. The shape of the earth is round and the model of the earth is called globe. So children, you see the picture that the earth is revolving or rotating in a base which is called a globe. Now children, we are going to learn about landforms. So let us begin. A landform refers to the natural feature of the surface such as mountain, a valley, a plateau, etc. On the planet Earth, there are different types of landforms at different places. Some of these places are plains, forests, deserts, and some other areas. Children, landform means the natural features of the Earth's surface. In our Earth, we have mountain, valley, plateau, plains, forests, deserts, etc. So, all these are formed naturally. That is why we call it a landform. Now we are going to learn about the types of landform. First, let us learn about plains. Let's start. Vast area of even and flat land are called plains. Plains have hot climate in summer and cool climate in winters. Such type of land is good for farmers as they can grow different types of crops. It is very convenient to construct buildings, roads and factories on plains. Children, plains are such area where the land is flat or even. On a plain surface, we can build roads, buildings, factories, and farmers can cultivate on the land because it is plain and it is easy to grow crops. Now children, we will learn about deserts. So let's start. Deserts are vast areas of land covered with sand. Deserts have very less rainfall, hence they remain dry and hot. Not many plants grow in deserts. Children, unlike plains, deserts are vast area of land which is covered with sand. Here there is very less rainfall and it remains dry and hot for the rest of the year. That is why not many plants grow in the desert. Only cactus grow in the desert. Now we are going to learn about hills. So let's begin. Hills is a piece of land higher than the surrounding area. The climate here is cooler than the plains. Hills have narrow roads with lots of turns. Terrace farming is a special type of farming practiced in the hilly areas. Children, unlike deserts and plains, hills are land which is higher than the surrounding area. Here, most of the time the climate is cool and the roads on the hills are narrow. That is why here people go to visit for vacations. For example, Darjeeling, Shimla are some example of hill stations. Children, in hills it is not easy to farm. That is why farmers do terrace farming in the hilly areas. Now children, let us learn about mountains. So let's begin. Very high hills are called mountains. The upper part of the mountains are usually covered with clouds and snow, which gave rise to many rivers. The climate on the mountain is very cold. Farming is also very difficult. The slopes of the mountains are dense jungle. It is very difficult to construct roads, buildings, or factories on mountains. Children, unlike hills, mountains are very high. They are higher than hills. That is why the upper part of the mountain is always or usually covered with clouds and snow. From the snow, when the snow melts, it gives rise to rivers. The climate of the mountain is very cold. That is why farming is very difficult. And due to the slopes of the mountain, there are dense jungle. That is why roads and buildings or factories cannot be constructed on the mountain. Now children, we will learn about forests. So let's start. Forests are vast stretches of land with lots of trees and vegetation. A variety of animals are found in forests. Nowadays, people are cutting down the forest on a large scale, which is harming our planet Earth. Children, forests are important for our livelihood. From the forest, we get oxygen, which is necessary to live. Now, when the land has lots of tree and vegetation, we get lots of oxygen from it. Animals are also live in the forest as it is the home of animals. But nowadays, people are cutting down the forest for paper, wood to make furniture, which is harming our planet Earth. And day by day, we are going to have less forest unless and until we take any steps. Now children, we are going to learn about valley. So let's begin. A low land lying between two mountains or hills is called a valley. It is a very beautiful area with pleasant climate and is suitable for farming. Children, this type of area are mostly a place where tourists go to visit. Here, between the two mountains or hills, river flows. That is why it is considered as a beautiful area, and here the climate is also very pleasant. It is also very suitable for farming. Now let us learn about the last topic, that is plateau. So let's begin. A large area of high and fairly flat land is called a plateau or tableland. Children, look at the picture. You see there is a land on the surface or the top of the land is flat. That is why it is called a plateau or a tableland. So children, I hope you have understood the lesson. Please go through the video once more and I will see you in the next class. Till then, take care and bye bye.